How's it going, football fans? It's your boy, Silperzo, and I'm back. It's been about 6 months since the last video I made, and really decided last year I was gonna stop with the vids after the Cowboys game. Not because, you know, the Eagles lost. I ate my crow like last year. Pretty much what I decided was, I got a lot of messages from people saying, "Hey, you came in, it was week one, blah blah blah. You're a bandwagon." So I decided to stick around last year. I was a little bit of a typer, but I made some of my videos, and I decided I'll start this year and do one all year. Um, so I'll do it at the beginning of the season, which isn't preseason, isn't training camp, it's the NFL draft. Probably, in my opinion, one of the most important days of the year for NFL franchises. Um, you gotta get your young talent. You gotta build your team up. If you want to make a run at the Super Bowl, this is how you do it. So I'm gonna talk in this one. I'm gonna talk about the Eagles draft. They have 12 draft picks, including 2 in the first round, 21st and the 28th pick. I'm gonna look at potential players they'll take, and then I'll make a separate video for some of the other NFC East teams. Probably make it all in one video. I'll talk about all the other ones. So yeah, here we go. All right. So like I said, the Eagles have 12 picks in the draft. 12. No way do they draft 12 players. No way do 12 rookies even think about making this team. Even with all the holes that we have, losing LJ, losing Lido, losing Buckhalter, losing Dawkins, losing Thomas, losing Considine. We lost a lot of players, and we really haven't done too much to replace them yet. So this is probably the one day that we're going to. I think that we're putting a lot into this draft, and it's going to be interesting to say the least. So I'm going to act as if the Eagles aren't going to make a trade. I would be surprised if they didn't make any move at all come draft day and just sit where they're at. They got a 5th round draft pick for Greg Lewis. They got a conditional pick next year for Lido. Excuse me. I mean, they're loaded next year too. So I think if we make a trade, which I think we will, it'll be a player coming in. I don't know if it's going to be an Anquan Bolden. I don't know if it's going to be, a Braylon Edwards. Maybe a Tony Gonzalez could come in. Maybe we can get him from the Chiefs, for a 2nd or 3rd round pick, maybe. But I really, really don't see us. I would love Anquan Bolden. I honestly just don't see it happening. I would love it. I don't see it happening. The Eagles, that's not how they work. So 21-28, potential players for the Philadelphia Eagles. We need offensive tackle to protect number 5's backside. We need another running back. Westbrook is getting up there in age. We need a tight end. We need a corner. Really lots and lots of holes need to be filled in. So as far as who the Eagles are going to take, at 21, you're going to have some really, really good players staring at you. I think you're going to have some offensive tackles looking at you. You may have Andre Smith fall that far. I don't think he will. He may be there. You may have Chris Wells still there. No Sean Marino could still possibly be there. You're going to have some offensive tackles from Mississippi. Michael Oher is going to be there. So which way do they go? This is probably the toughest draft as far as predicting who the Eagles are going to take, because there are so many holes that need to be filled in, and it's really guessing what order they're going to draft these players, mostly in the 1st round. Just because, like I said, there are so many holes to fill in, and this is one of probably the deepest running back classes in a very long time, and a deep offensive tackle class at the top. The 1st round offensive tackles are all very solid. After that, really, there isn't much there. So I think in the 1st round, I think with the 1st pick, they're going to go offensive tackle. Now, who's there? I don't see Andre Smith falling all the way down to 21. I really don't see Michael Oher going before us at 21. Um, so out of trying to narrow it down, I think it's gonna be Michael Oher out of Mississippi. Um, he's a big offensive tackle. He is probably one of the more athletic tackles, especially out of the SEC. He's seen a lot of those speed rushers that he's gonna see in the NFL. He's got really long arms. They were saying how long his arms were and how great his footwork is, how he is just a natural offensive tackle. He's like 6'5", 315, just a big boy who can protect D-Mac's backside. So I like him at 21. Is he a bit of a stretch at 21? He might be, but we need tackles, and Andy Reid loves his big boys. You know he's gonna get them. So I believe we're gonna go with Michael Oher at 21. So at 28, I think we're gonna go running back. I'm not sure who, what order we're gonna go in. Like I said with this draft, but I think we're gonna go running back, tackle in the first round. Players I'd like to see the Eagles get. I like Brandon Pettigrew a lot out of OK State. Great tight end. He ain't gonna be there at 28. He may be at 21. He is not gonna be there at 28. I like Noshawn Marino a lot. Fits great with the Eagles system. I don't think he's gonna be there at 28. Donald Brown, running back out of Connecticut. I think he's gonna be a solid running back. Do I think the Eagles take him at 28? No, I do not. Do I think Chris Wells is still going to be there at 28? Yes, I do. I think he's going to fall just a little bit. Eagles will be able to get him at 28. So that's who I think the Eagles are going to pick up. Chris Beanie Wells out of Ohio State University. So those are my 2 first-round picks for the Eagles. As far as other players that the Eagles are going to possibly be looking at, we definitely need a corner. Still need a tight end. And we need a receiver. So do we go make a trade like I said with the Chiefs? I don't know. I don't see it happening. I honestly think if we're gonna go with anybody, it's probably going to be as far as player wise, it's probably going to be Tony Gonzalez or some form of complimentary player to help out Donovan and give us some depth. Other players to watch. Tight end out of Wisconsin. I believe his name's Beckham. I can't remember his first name. I remember watching him play Penn State a few times. He was a great tight end as far as after the catch. He has great hands. His blocking is suspect. But he was I think he was like a top five projected pick if coming out of his senior year. Travis Beckham is his name, and he was really expected to be a great player, and then he had a knee injury, which was unfortunate. I believe he's projected to go into the 3rd round. I think the Eagles will get him because they do need a tight end. I like Brent Selk a lot, but we need a tight end. So that's one of the players I think you should watch. I guess I'll make a pre-draft thing. I'll give all my draft picks for the Eagles. Other players to look at. But for now, I'm gonna be done. I was at the Flyers game Thursday night. They lost to the Panthers 4-2. Difficult loss to watch, but hey, it is what it is. But hopefully the Flyers making a big push. Bills opening day, less than 2 weeks away. Looking to defend that title, and yeah. Other than that,